Hey, welcome to Walking with Watches. Guess what? I have got a new watch. So come on, let's get inside, get to the desk, get this beauty unboxed so we can get back out here to the natural beauty. Because I tell you what, this little piece of plastic Casio goodness has really got me thinking these last couple of days. So whether you're a new collector or an old collector, stick around because I think there's lessons to be learned here. So this is the box that it's shipped with from Casio, and once you open, oh wow, that's small. So we have some packing paper, presumably the watch itself, and what's this? Okay, that's an invoice and some returns information. We don't need to worry about that. So okay, so as you can see, it's a small, with the serial number of the piece on the back. It's a small box. Okay, so nothing much in the way of gubbins. What have we got in the bottom of the box? The user's guide. I can see it's in the bottom there. It's probably classic Casio. I'm sure we can work it out. So it's very light. I'd be interested to know exactly how much this weighs. And here we go. Right. Let's get it off of here. So there's the swing tag. Okay. It's very handsome, isn't it? Right, let's get these stickers off. This is always a satisfying moment. Here we go, ready? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's always a satisfying moment. Right, so there we have it. The Casio AQ800-7AEF. It's a catchy name for a watch. I know, from now on I think I'm just going to call it the Casio 800E, just to make everyone's life a little bit easier. In terms of features, this watch contains an ani-digidial, as you can see, and actually buried within the menus is a third clock, which will give you the ability to track 3 time zones at once with this watch. But generally speaking, it's light, the links have a nice flow to them. There's a slight sharpness on these outside edges, particularly on the inside. I have seen some reviews which say it's a real nightmare for arm hair picking, but I'm not the hairiest man alive, so we'll see how we get away with it. And there you have it. That's how it wears. I have a 6.5 inch wrist, and it fits very handsomely. This is actually the first rectangle watch I've had for a very, very long time. Right, so the Casio 800E. £45 worth of goodness, straight from Casio's own website. And this little watch got me thinking. I think it was Sherlock Holmes who was said to either Inspector Lestrade or Watson, one of the two, that they have an irritating habit of thinking in straight lines. Now, we watch collectors, I think, have a bit of a habit of thinking in straight lines as well. We tend to value certain things in our watches. We value heritage, we value brand, we value prestige, we value functionality, we value capability, we value iconic design, we value complication. All of these things come into our purchasing decisions when we're looking at buying a watch. So why has the 800E got me thinking? I can go out there and I can spend, in principle at least, lots of money buying an expensive watch that is a design icon and a classic, high complication from some of the biggest and best brands in the world. But in this £45 package, Casio is offering an iconic piece of watchmaking in the sense of Casio are themselves an iconic watchmaker, with the F91W, for example, outselling Rolex every year. All of them. Let's not forget complication either. This Casio is a 3 time zone alarm chronograph and a day date. So it's an annual calendar because it has months as well. So a 3 time zone alarm chronograph annual calendar for 45 quid. Now I know what you're going to say. It's quartz. That's cheating. And yes, I suppose it is cheating a bit, really. But the price offering that Casio is giving you for this little watch is inspirational design that's emblematic of the era in which it originated from. And actually, for that reason, it ticks quite a lot of boxes in my collection goals. A watch that can do as much as the 800E, I think, is a worthy addition, not just in a Casio collection, but in a collection generally. And herein lies possibly the beauty of Casio, doesn't it? A £45, very simple watch, available with no waiting lists, no hassle, no faff, no messing around, that costs less than a takeaway for you and the missus. You can, in principle, go out and have a collection of 10 pieces, all of which are valid in their own right, for less than the cost of that Hamilton that I was getting shot at with a paintball gun last week. The lengths I go to. On that subject, if I can just say once again to everyone that has subscribed so far, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have noticed each and every one of you. I check multiple times a day. If you do have it within you to subscribe to the channel, I really would appreciate it. It really does help the channel more than you can know. Keeps me motivated, keeps me inspired to hopefully make more watch content that you can enjoy. So if you're interested, if you like your watches, you like a bit of a chat, you like going for a little bit of a stroll, then this is the place for you. Feel free to drop us a subscribe. I really would appreciate it. So cheers. So what is it then that you could criticize about this watch? And there is plenty. The plastic bracelet, I can confirm, is a real hair pincher. It does have a distinctly cheap and plasticky feel. But what do you really expect for 45 quid? You know, FP Journe, this ain't pretending to be. So you've got a good watch that meets all the criteria of what we look for as watch collectors to meet the tick boxes of things that we think are important to us for less than the cost of a takeaway. It's just a win for me. You're out there maybe thinking about that next big watch that you're planning on dropping some serious change on, but you're not quite there. You've got that itch, that new watch itch that needs a scratch. And actually, you could do a lot worse than picking yourself up a cheeky Casio. You could do worse. I've loved it. I couldn't care less that it costs less than a takeaway. Anyway, folks, that's all from me this week. Thanks again for tuning in. Anyway, that's all. Cheers, guys. Peace out.